Hello everybody, welcome to the review. It is 8:50 p.m. As per usual, this review will be spoiler free, and before I get into the details of this review, please hit the subscribe button below and spread the word to your friends and family if you're interested, and provide a like and a comment at the end of the video. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory has very much been a cemented staple within the fabric of my childhood. I can remember growing up, living in Germany, that was the daily film that we watched in class. Same with hanging out with my friends or even at home. So it's just one of those type of stories where I felt very much related to the character, and the personification that was performed by the late great Gene Wilder is forever ingrained within my mind. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with Johnny Depp, it was an okay film, but you can never capture the pure essence of what Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is. Now, Wonka, directed by Paul King, I must admit my expectations was at a considerable low amount. It wasn't necessarily a film that I felt was necessary for me to rush to in order to watch it. I didn't really particularly have an interest because I never watched Paddington 1 or 2, other than the reviews that I have read that more or less indicated it was a very much a wholesome family film. And I felt, you know what, let me go ahead and give this a try, even though it's nothing that I feel obligated to watch. Maybe there is going to be something here for me that is going to capture the imagination within me. Now, this is a prequel story. Now, not every single character is warranted a prequel story. Sometimes less is better. The ambiguous nature of what made them interesting is always best left to the imagination. So I didn't necessarily believe that Willy Wonka needed a backstory. However, having said that, here we are with the Wonka story in terms of telling his origin as him being this aspiring magician, this eccentric drifter who wants to bring about the best candy known to mankind. And I have to say, I know musicals aren't really everyone's cup of tea, and I do understand that. But the musical nature within the confines of this film absolutely is what adds to it. I give credit to Paul King for removing itself from trying to replicate the magic of the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, even Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It is his own concept and story, allowing it to breathe on its own without having to rely on the past. And Timothee Chalamet, I know I mispronounced his last name, does a remarkable job as a very much kind-hearted, lonely, inventive innovator of the divine candy that is supposed to more or less change reality. And I really did appreciate the kindred spirit relationship that he had with Noodle, as far because both of them simply come from similar backgrounds in terms of not knowing exactly where they fit in the world, and the fact that the relationship is very much wholesome, is adorable, and the music as well is what really gives it the necessary emotion that allows you to be captivated within this world of magic and wonderment and escapism and love and humor. And needless to say, Wonka really brings out all that and more, because it's not attempted to replicate what came before. It is very much its own story, and it fits. It absolutely fits within the time frame, because it really just gives you that sense of this is what's needed in the theater. A pure wholesome family film. You can take your kids to watch it. It's nothing traumatic. There's no violence. There's no profanity. There's no sexual innuendos. It is simply providing the pure escapism that is desperately needed in a world that is filled with so much uncertainty and depression. And I really love the visual nature of how beautiful it was. It is really captured. It really gave you this magical sense of, wow, I really would love to be able to tour an eccentric innovator creator who is just the aficionado of all that is sweet and candy. And that is what this film brings in spades. It's absolutely remarkable. I loved pretty much everything about it. It could have used a few, could have trimmed it. The time itself could have been trimmed here and there, but other than that, there wasn't anything that I felt that detracted from the overall presentation of the feature film itself. I thought Hugh Grant as the Oompa Loompa, really, I would have loved to have seen more of him. The fact that they kept him at a marginable amount is what really helped the film, because trying to see the Oompa Loompa all the time would have, I believe, really declined the quality. But the fact that they kept the less is more, the less is better, is what really added to the flavor. I thought the relationship between Wonka and the Oompa Loompa was one of the many highlights, along with Wonka and Noodle. They all did an amazing job, and I would have preferred actually if the story just simply if it was just Timothy Chalamet and Hugh Grant, I would have been fine with that. But obviously there are other characters in play. But having said that, I thought Wonka was very much one of the biggest surprise films of 2023. Not better than Godzilla minus one, mind you, but it was still fun and fantastic and magical and really reminiscent of everything that has came before, like with Peter Pan and Fantasia. Just really a beautiful, remarkable film that is great for the family unit and great for Christmas time as well. So I am thankful that I had a chance to experience the magical nature of Willy Wonka and his beginnings. So at the end of the day, the music was wonderful, the acting was great, the visuals were stupendous, and the emotionality and the humor and the heartwarming nature of the story really resonated within me. So for my final rating, I'm going to go ahead and give Wonka a 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up, highly recommended. Please let me know in the comment section what you thought about it. Let me know, provide a like if you're interested, and visit me on my Discord if you want to have a chat. And please feel free to take your family and kids to watch it, because I don't believe you'll be disappointed. This is simply my opinion. Other than that, enjoy the film, enjoy the review, and my next one is going to be focused on Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Take care and peace out.